seductive as well. And it's not enough to conquer, one must know how to seduce. And the beauty of that statement is, I think through storytelling we can seduce people to do really wonderful things. And if you seduce them, you don't need to conquer them. Which maybe brings us to what is success in design. You know, if this is the sort of situation that we're living in, what does success in design look like? Well, there's a couple key things that we can use design for, right? So we can use design to persuade people of a certain viewpoint. We can use design to inform people as well. So if we have information, we can disperse information through design. And I think that there's a third one. This comes from a designer named Milton Glaser. He's one of my favorites, really brilliant man. And there's a third one here, delight. And obviously you can do jobs that are a combination of these three things in any combination, but delight seems to get the shaft a little bit, right? Oftentimes when I'm hired by clients, it's my job to communicate and make them do the thing I want them to do. And it's really liberating for me to do personal work or to try to push a client in a direction that requires me to delight my audience. I've made this design nobility pyramid, and this isn't necessarily a value system. It's just more about the potential for badness from each one of these. So at the bottom, you have persuasion. And the reason I have persuasion at the bottom of this nobility pyramid is mostly because you can persuade things of things that are good and true, or you can persuade people to do really awful things. So this can be used in both manners. The second way is to inform, right? So you're giving people information. I think that always needs to be true, because if you're informing people of things that are not true, it's not informing them, it's misinforming them. And then at the top, I put delight, because it's my favorite, and I play favorites. But it's hard to think of a bad thing that happens from making somebody feel delighted with something that you've made. And the reason I say that is because when I say delight, I think that when you delight somebody, you're giving them a small lesson in seeing the world as something good. And that's why I've got it at the top of that nobility pyramid. And if I had to boil this down, I would say that delighting people is sort of design's superpower. This is our superpower. We can make things that delight people. Sure, we can persuade people. Yes, we can inform people. But how many folks have the ability to really delight someone else on such a wide scale? Not many. Not many. How many people get the opportunity to make other people feel something? Not a lot. But we sort of hit a paradox here, because I would say in our efforts to try to perform better,